listeners, a lucid dream, simply put, is one in which you're aware that you're dreaming. It starts off as a normal dream, but at some point, you wake up inside the dream, and then, depending on your skill, you manipulate the action in the dream, creating it, molding it, just as a filmmaker would do to a film. Carlos Castaneda, in his book, Teaching of Don Juan, explored many different worlds similar to the world of lucid dreaming. Don Juan teaches him how to look at his hand in the dream as a way of stabilizing it and remembering it, which also provides a clue that you are being lucid. Frequently, first-time lucid experiences happen accidentally. You don't always have to make great preparations to have one. A normal dream suddenly turns lucid when you realize you're awake even though you're dreaming. And if you're lucky, this could last for more than a few seconds. You know how it is when you fall asleep and you're fast asleep, but a slight movement by a pet or a partner wakes you up briefly, and then you fall back asleep and have a dream with images that are vivid, strange, explosive, and you wake up thinking you've been dreaming all night, and it's actually only been a few minutes. So how do you trigger a lucid dream if it doesn't happen accidentally? Because they are fun, they provide some sort of control, and in a way you play part co-creator by making the intent. When you make a deliberate intention of having lucid dreams, that is the key to triggering more lucid dreams. Author LaBerge proved that when he clarified his intent to remember, the number of lucid dreams he had increased dramatically. Rarely do lucid dreams happen on their own. So when we make the intention to recognize and remember, that recognition becomes a deliberate action and effort on our part that triggers more lucid dreams. A Tibetan monk called Atisha recommends that all phenomena be considered as dreams. So if you consider everything that happens during the day to be a dream, your mindset appears in your nightly dreams, and all of a sudden you have this epiphanous moment where you start to feel like you're both asleep and awake at the same time. The key here is to ask yourself if you're dreaming. When you do that, it triggers the memory of a sound or an object. This is how you involve your waking brain, and is one of the key elements that distinguishes lucid dreams from all other kinds of dreams. And with regular practice, you don't even have to ask if you're dreaming. When you recognize an anomaly or a bizarre event in the dream, recognition becomes automatic. If you've never had this kind of experience, if you've never woken up within the dream, if you'd like to have a lucid dream, or if you'd like to increase the frequency or explore this region of dreaming, there are ways you can do it. Since the best time to have a lucid dream is at night when you first fall asleep, or after you awaken in the morning after a night's sleep. I tend to have very lucid dreams in the early hours of the morning. I train myself to awaken from my dreams, take control, and escape nightmares, thereby escaping the after effects of the nightmare, like cold sweats, goosebumps, even panic attacks. If you tend to fall asleep easily and quickly, you're likely to have a lucid dream within seconds of falling asleep, with regular practice, of course. You can even use a hypnotic method to start this process, like counting. 1, I'm laying down, 2, I'm falling asleep, and so on, and at some point in the counting phase, you're actually dreaming. Sometimes lucid dreams can start from nightmares. If you're being chased or attacked by someone or something, and you're looking for a way or means to escape. If you start to cry, shout, and wake up immediately and end this dream, then it remains like a nightmare. But if you continue on in the dream and take some action, for example, if you'd like to fly, taking off in the air, taking control in this manner, you're in a lucid dream. Other times, lucidity happens when you recognize something bizarre or inconsistent in the dream. For example, if you dream of your house, which is a common theme, let's say your living room, And in your dream, the living room couch appears purple, which is actually white in real life. Then you know you're dreaming. Other cases of lucid dreams are when a dream seems familiar. You have a feeling you've seen this before. Lamberge calls this déjà rêvé, which means already dreamt. This dream has occurred before and you recognize it. Yet another way is to visualize an object as you fall asleep. It could be anything, even your own breath. When your mind is focused on any one thing like this, when the tendency to sleep is really strong, your consciousness remains awake. Since REM period of sleep is strongest in the early hours of the morning, try not to awaken completely when you wake up. Lie there quietly and just let the dream images float as you sort them out and absorb them. I find this to be a very effective method of remembering your dreams in general. This way your memory is still fresh and you should have no trouble recording and recalling your dreams. If you'd like to become a really successful dreamer, having many lucid dreams, there are other techniques you can employ. The first one is set up dream recall. Remember, everything starts with intention. So make the intention to wake up during the night and remember your dreams. The next one is recall your dream. When you wake up, recall as many details about your dream as possible. Don't tell yourself you'll do it the next thing in the morning. Chances are you'll forget a good part of it and everything will become just a big blur. And then focus your intent. When you go back to sleep, try to focus your intent and recognize that it's a dream and stay centered. And then visualize yourself becoming lucid. As you go back into the same dream that you just woke up from, try and find something in the dream experience to focus on. If you choose flying, picture your feet lifting off the earth, your body up in the air. And this way, you're having a really lucid experience. The last technique I'm going to talk about is a variation of an Eastern method known as Tratak. This is a very ancient method and involves looking at your own reflection in the mirror. This is best done by candlelight, so place a candle close to your seat and gaze at your reflection in the mirror and stare for 30 minutes without blinking. I know, this is hard to do, but do your best. As you gaze at your reflection, you'll notice that the face in the mirror starts to change dramatically, like wavering mass. This ancient practice is very popular in many esoteric ways. Even Nostradamus did this. In fact, many practitioners believe that these masks are images of our past lives. So, as you continue to stare at your reflection, intend to dream that night. Then continue to look at your changing faces, and then ask to see your real face. So whatever method you choose to try this out or increase your dreams, once you start this journey, not only is it a lot of fun, but it has a lot of benefits. By confronting your fears, you overcome them. When you gain self-knowledge, it increases awareness. And by facing danger consciously in your dreams like this, you build a tremendous amount of self-confidence that will spill out into various areas of your daily life. And when you solve problems nightly in your dreams, it will also help you tremendously in your waking life. So I hope you enjoyed this segment, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Until then, sweet dreams!